I have a very a special What's Good Wednesday today. It was 5 years ago. I had a friend, I flew up to San Antonio. I had a friend who was serving in the Army, and she just finished boot camp and was diagnosed with cancer, and I flew out like that week to go and see her. And I remember when I was down there, she's from the Nova area. I was like, how is her family going to pay for flights and hotel and airfare for a whole year of chemo? And that's when I first heard about Fisher House. I mean, I heard about Fisher House, but never quite understood what they did until I learned that they were going to fly her family out and they're going to put her up at lodging on base to make sure that they're right there next to her. Because I knew, like, if you have a military person in your life and your family, very selfless people.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. I knew if she had to worry about being a burden to her family and her family having to pay for airfare and hotels, she'd feel guilty and not focus on herself. So Fisher House alleviated that. And so I had the idea that I wanted to do something, and the comedy tour was, first was supposed to be a show. The first show is October 17th, 20, whatever 5 years ago it was, 2016, I think, something like that. And
that's right.
When I remember tickets went on sale, Kane was the big one that pushed it through because there were some folks in the building who weren't the biggest idea. I didn't like the idea of giving me a microphone for an hour. And first show sold out in like 10 minutes. Now I was like, oh boy. And then the second show sold out, and that weren't good. Shows weren't good.
They weren't your best performances. They weren't terrible, but we all knew what we were, one, getting into, and two, that we were supporting a great cause. So
yes, I will always remember that very first show getting on stage. I think the audience was just as nervous as I was, not knowing
we were
what was going to happen. Yeah, no, I watched back that tape and I'm like, jeepers creepers.
Yeah.
But then we started doing like the actual tour. First we went to Harrisburg, then Louisville and Tampa. We played the Warner Theater twice, the baseball stadium, done a lot of things. It's been great to see you guys come to the shows. Rose and I had an opportunity in the one in Tampa to go to the opening of the new house, which was like
really awesome. Got to meet
powerful.
Some families that were staying there and just like really see how people live when they have to stay in these houses. And the houses are absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and it's the one in Tampa. There was a mom, she was not a single mom, but she's a mom raising two kids. I think it was two kids under 5. And then there was one boy who'd been there for 2 years because dad was getting fixed up. And they make Fisher House make sure that there's food, make sure that
Christmas,
the
Santa holidays,
comes. Just a great organization. And so we had a goal for this year. I can officially say we hit $50,000.
Yeah.
So,
woo! That's amazing. Say it louder for the people in the back, John. Don't.
Oh
just
no, I'm
whisper
trying to keep it together. But that's
$50,000. That's incredible.
So if you came to the shows, or if you shared the links or got the merch, thank you. That's a lot to a great group, and they're also one of the highest rated charities on the planet. Sometimes the charities don't know where the money goes. At Fisher House, it goes to the right place. So the cool thing is, this Saturday show at the Miracle Theater, we're doing the big check presentation for $50,000. So couldn't have done it without you guys in the show promoting. You guys have been to more shows than I have, basically, and and sharing it. So if you've been to any of the shows, it was great meeting you, first of all, and to see all the military folks. But just know we helped raise $50,000 Fisher House. So
congratulations to you too, John. This was your brainchild. You put this all together. It started off as a thought. And look at what you've done. You've helped raise $50,000. That's incredible.
It's wild. It's very, and thank you. It's very, I rarely get humbled. I'm very not humble person. But this is this is very humbling. At least
you admit it.
No, this is very humbling. It's so cool that people come to the shows, and there's people who've been every tour. And if you have merch from the past tours, it's one of the most awesome things I've had a chance to experience and help out the Fisher House. We do Miracle Theaters this Saturday, and then we do go to Louisville on the 9th, which is next week, which is wild, and then St. Pete. You can donate to the Fisher House so we can raise even more. InternJohnComedy.com. But from the bottom of my cold heart, thank you. It's your morning show.